Again, I'm filming once more at Westdean Gardens. I'm in the Arboretum right now. I came to Westdean Gardens today on the bus. It takes about 15 minutes from where I live, and I don't pay anything because I have a disabled bus pass. So I get free bus travel. I'm a member of Westdean Gardens. It costs just over £30 a year. I think it might be about £33, I can't quite remember. My membership is due to run out next week, and I haven't decided yet whether or not I want to renew it. So I'm trying to make the most of my remaining membership before I make a decision. So I thought I'd come here again today, speaking on Tuesday, the 24th of April, 2018. It's a nice day. It's not too hot and it's not too cold. It's perfect, just how I like it. I'm feeling a little bit anxious at the moment, mainly because I'm walking a different route to normal, and that always makes me feel a bit nervous. I don't normally come this way, but I thought I'd challenge myself. Yeah, I do feel anxious. Yeah, hopefully I won't go into panic. But, you know, yeah, it's important to challenge oneself now and again, isn't it? You know, I try very, very hard to rise against my anxiety, but it's really, really, really difficult, because anxiety is not really something that you can control. It's, oh god, my shoelace has come undone, so I'm going to have to put down a camera. It's going to go a little bit worry in a minute because I need to do my shoelaces up. I hope that's alright. Bear with me. Hello again. Sorry about that, my shoelaces often come undone. So, yeah, so I'm just walking round at the moment, feeling a little bit on edge. But I really want to challenge myself. I don't like giving in. I really don't like giving in to my anxiety. You know, that's not what I want to do. I want to be strong. I want to overcome it. So I try really, really hard every day to try and overcome it, which is what I'm doing now. I'm walking a different route to normal, round the garden, because the Arboretum at Westdean Gardens is really just a wooded area, but there are a few sheep fields as well, and it takes, the full circuit takes about 40 minutes, give or take, depending on how fast one walks. I've walked up the hill through the sheep field, but instead of going all the way down like I usually do, I've gone back up again, but along a different track. And I haven't been up this track for quite a while, so that's why I think I'm a little bit more nervous than normal. And I'm going slightly uphill, and that also obviously makes me a bit more nervous, because when you're going uphill you breathe a bit more, and then that, because I'm quite sensitive around breathing anyway, it can make me get anxious, yeah. So, yeah, but I'm going to do it. It's good exercise, and I haven't really had much exercise lately throughout the winter period and early spring when the weather wasn't particularly desirable. I was mainly inside, so yeah, so it's good to get out and about. Haven't really passed many people yet. I've only passed one person so far when I'm up here. I will be doing my proper video tomorrow. I'm planning to do a book review tomorrow on Carpe Diem, the book that I've read lately. I've also done a blog article about that, but the video will just be a shorter kind of little synopsis of the main parts of the book that resonated with me, really. I've taken quite a few notes, so I'll mainly refer to them. Yeah. So I'm getting there. I'm almost up at the top of this hill. Also, in other news, I have been doing. I know one of you wanted to know some of the things I've been doing with my cooking lately, and I did make the other day. I made a really nice club sandwich. It was a recipe I found off the Waitrose website. Waitrose. I mean, if you're not in the UK, I'll just explain. Waitrose is it's a supermarket. It's part of the John Lewis partnership. Sort of well known for its kind of rather good quality, that's the word, good quality food. What's that? Sorry, I hope it said something. No, it's right. Yeah, no, it's right. So I made this club sandwich the other day, following this recipe, and it's really nice. I'm going to make it again today. It involved 3 slices of farmhouse bread, toasted. What you do is, on one slice of toasted bread, you place some cooked kale. You cook the kale for about 4 minutes in a pan of boiling water, drain it, put it under cold water, squeeze out any liquid, pat it dry, put it on one slice of bread, toasted bread, top that with coleslaw, about 50 grams of coleslaw, 2 ounces, and you put on another slice of toasted bread, and on top of that you spread some hummus and some grated cheddar, 25 grams of grated cheddar, and a small half teaspoon or so of hummus with the grated cheddar on top, and then you top that with a third slice. Then you cut it in half. Serve with salad and crisps, it recommended. I didn't have any crisps, so I just had it with some cucumber. It was very, very nice. So, in terms of cooking, as one of you wanted to know some of the recipes I've been trying out lately, that was very, very nice. I don't know if any of you've tried that combo. I haven't tried it before. I haven't ever considered putting kale in a sandwich before. I have to say, in the past, I wasn't particularly a great fan of kale, particularly curly kale. My mum used to serve it quite a lot growing up, and I always found it rather chewy and quite fibrous, but I think that might be because she didn't cook it well enough. Yeah, but there are different types of kale out there, and this particular, I can't actually remember for the life of me what type of kale it was now, but whatever type of kale it was, I haven't got the packet in front of me, it was very nice. So I did that the other day. I also tried some Dulce Latte cheese recently. I don't know if any of you tried Dulce Latte. It's an Italian brand of cheese. A little bit like Stilton, but it's a soft cheese, a blue vein cheese. It's kind of like a vegetarian equivalent of Gorgonzola, some people say. I tried that, but I have to say I'm not particularly keen on it. I quite like Stilton. I never used to like Stilton. I think it's like an acquired taste. I never used to like Stilton, but it's sort of grown on me. Stilton, but this particular one, Dulce Latte, I have to say I've found it a bit too overpowering. There aren't many foods out there these days I dislike, no, I'm not a great fan of Dulce Latte, so I won't be getting that one again. But it's good that I tried it. In actual fact, I had a bit of an OCD incident. I have obsessive compulsive disorder. I might do a video in more detail about this at a later date, because I haven't really talked about my mental health issues. But yeah, I do have some OCDs, and I have to fight against them all the time, which is really tiring. I won't give up though. I've got so many different anxieties, it's unreal. I've got health anxiety, OCD, pretty much anything and everything I could potentially become scared about. Yes, my life is one of constant anxiety. But anyway, the other day I went and bought this Dulce Latte because I hadn't tried it before. When I opened the packet, I couldn't bring myself to eat it because it looked weird. Now obviously it's going to look a little bit different to normal cheese because it's a blue vein cheese, but oh god, don't tell me a van's coming. Bloody hell. If a van's coming, I'm going to have to put the video camera down and start up again, if that's alright. Shit. Hang on, I'm not sure if it's coming this way, though, it might not be. I'll just hold the camera here. Fuck. It's alright, I'll just come this way. Is it coming this way? annoying. Yeah, it's just gone now. Carrying on. So yeah, so I had to throw it away because my OCD got the better of me. And then I felt really, really annoyed because I spent all this money and it's not exactly cheap. Living with OCD can be really expensive sometimes because I do end up throwing things away and it does create a little bit of waste. And I know some people out there might be very critical about that because I don't like waste, but OCD, you can't think rationally with OCD, it's just irrational. So it's just part of living with a disability, it does sometimes create waste. Can't be helped, so I had to throw it away, and I beat myself up about it no end afterwards. But then I was like, I really don't want the OCD to get the better of me, so I went back the next day and I bought the dulce latte again, and I said, this time I said I'm going to eat it, because I know logically that those grey mouldy bits in it are just part of the cheese, and obviously it does have mould in it, but because of OCD, when it sees mould, it kind of like gets triggered sometimes, even though I know logically, because it's like there's a disconnect between my logical brain and my emotional brain. So yeah, so I had to you have to really force yourself to ride above it. So I went back to the shops the next day and I went and bought it again and I ate it, and then I had it in this risotto that I was making that stipulated, well actually the risotto that I was making stipulated using gorgonzola, because I have OCD over animal rennet. Don't ask, it'll be a long story and I don't really want to talk about that right now because it's a bit triggering in and of itself. But suffice to say, I do have OCD around animal rennet, so I wanted to have a vegetarian cheese equivalent. So I googled and it said that dulce latte was kind of very similar to gorgonzola, so I thought I'd use that instead. But I hadn't had dulce latte before, hence the anxiety. But I did go back and I did buy some more, and that time I did eat it in the risotto, so that was really good. The next day I got a little bit triggered by it though, and I couldn't bring myself to eat the rest, so yeah, it was a little bit more waste, and I probably won't be getting it again because I did decide I didn't really like it anyway that much. But the main thing is that I did override my anxiety in that instance. That is really, really very, very difficult, but you know, I am a very determined person and I do not want my OCD to getting away. I mean, it does invariably getting away, that's just the nature of living with OCD, and as a disability it's very, very hard when you've got anxiety 24/7. It's not always possible to ride above it. Just coming here to Western Gardens today was a major challenge. Many people might just take this for granted. I'm stressed right now, I'm anxious right now. You might not see it, you might not notice it because I'm very good at hiding it. But I am anxious. I'm anxious all the time. It's kind of like my natural state. It's like when people say, how are you feeling? I'm like, I don't know, but just tense. But I'm always tense, so I'm always tense. It literally is 24/7. People talk about like anxiety going, like how people people say, oh, you can't be anxious all the time. Well, yes, you can actually. I'm anxious all the time. It's kind of not even an emotion for me. It's more just my natural state is just constant tension. And yeah, I suppose there are moments sometimes when that tension gets even more extreme than normal, and where it literally feels like I'm losing control. And it's only recently that I've kind of thought, because I never used to think I actually had panic attacks or anything, and it's still hard for me to really appreciate that it's panic, because I don't know, like, is it panic? I have no idea. I suppose I don't know. I've been told that it is, but I don't know. I don't know. My feelings are often an enigma to me. All I know is that I feel tense 24/7, and that sometimes I feel so tense that I'm really scared I'm going to stop breathing or something really awful is going to happen. But that's all kind of bound up with my health anxiety as well. I have a lot of health anxiety about breathing and stuff like that, which I won't go into now. Okay, so I'm going to finish now. Thank you for watching.